In this session we will be discussing about the function overloading. Function overloading is nothing but a function, different functions with the same name but different signature. Means what? This my fun int I, my fun int I in j, my fun in float I. Okay, so this function name with the argument is known as a signature. Okay, so function name will be the same, but this signatures arguments will be different for all these functions. And in this case, the type of argument is different. Okay, int I, it is float I, so we can create two functions of the same name with different argument type. Okay, and here we have int I, in I and in j, so number of argument is different here. Here the type of argument is different. So let's see one example. Before that we need to introduce something about the functions. I hope you understood the basics of functions. Okay, so what will happen here? It will do first the addition, subtraction, multiplication and then division. Okay, so add, if I am calling the function add, the control will jump to here and will execute, and it will return after this to this position. Okay, sub will be executed, it will be going here, executing it and returning it. Multiplication also like this, it will be executing. Division also, this is a function call of division, so it will execute this and it will return to this and it will be stopping it. Okay, and here we can see the input, the signature is different here. Okay, add int a int b. Okay, it is accepting two numbers, two integers here. Okay, so if you are seeing here, the users the entry of the values of temp1 and temp2 is done in the main itself, and we are just calling the function add. Okay, with parameters temp1 and temp2. So what will happen here? In this, what will happen? We are accepting the input from the user in the main, and we are just calling the function using a and b. Okay, two arguments I have used, known as the actual parameters, and this is known as the formal parameters. So a and b are known as the actual parameters, temp1 and temp2 known as the formal parameters. Okay, so what will happen here? It will, whenever it reaches here, it will jump to the addition, that is this add function definition, and the temp1 will be assigned with a, temp2 will be assigned with b, and what will happen? It is called by value. Okay, so what will happen here? It will be added and the answer will be displayed here. Okay, and next we are taking it from the user again, and we are doing the subtraction. Okay, we are calling it will jump here, so temp1 will be allocated with a, temp2 is equal to b, and then subtraction. Like that all the other functions will be there. And that is displaying the output here itself. Okay, let us see another example of function. Here, as you can see, it is accepting the input and it is returning something. Okay, so here the input is done in here in the main. Okay, temp1 and temp2, and is equal to add temp1 comma temp2. So whenever it reaches here, it will jump here in this position, and a is equal to temp1, b is equal to temp2, and will return what? A plus b. So if I have entered 10 and 20 here in this temp1 and temp2, it will be returning what, 30 here. So it is returning it to the calling function. So integer, one integer value, that is a 30 in this case, it is returned here, and instead of this thing it will be given what, 30. So this 30 will be assigned to RET value, and we will get the output here. Output is RET value. Okay, like the same we will be doing what, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. So let's discuss more about the function overloading here. In this example, as you can see, in this example we have three functions here. Okay, three functions here, and the arguments or the signatures are different here. Here it is accepting how many arguments? One argument. And here it's accepting what, two arguments. Here it's accepting what, one argument, but which is in double. Okay, so let's see the execution of this thing. Okay, so if I am calling the function area, okay, if I am calling the function area with an integer argument, okay, with a single integer argument, it will be calling, or it will be jumping into this position, and it will be returning what, 5 into 5. What it will be displaying? It will be returning what, 25. Okay, so this will be replaced with what, 25. Understood? Okay, and if I am calling the same function name is same only. Okay, function with two integers as argument, what will happen? Two integers as argument, what will happen? It will jump to this position, and it will return what, A into B. That is, the return value will be what, 5 into 10. Okay, so 50 will be the answer here. Okay, and if I am calling the same function using area 6.0, that is, which is a double value, okay, which one will be executed? This third one will be executed. Okay, and it will return what, pi r square. So as you can see, same function name with same function name, I am calling what, same function name only, but with different argument it produces different result. This is known as what, the function overloading. Okay, and in this case, let's say I am going to create another one. Let's say this one. Okay, let's say okay, double, if I am doing like this, what will happen here? Will it work, or any error will be occurring here? As you can see, the signature is saying here area int A. So it will be showing what, error, that is multiple definitions of the same function area. Okay, multiple definitions of same function area. Even if it is different, this return type is different, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we cannot add something like this in your program. Okay, so I hope you understood how we can do the function overloading. Okay, same name but different argument, not the return type. This will create an error. Okay, if I am adding this thing, it will create an error because the function signature is same. Okay, for this one and this one, the function signature, that is the argument number and as well as the type is same here, so we cannot create something like this. Okay, now let's do the function overloading is finished. I hope you understood this thing. Okay. Another way of doing the function overloading is with default argument. Okay, default functions with default argument. So there is only one single function here. Okay, single function, which is what the power of n. Okay, n raised to something. Okay, n raised to something. So here we can see we have mentioned int n comma int p is equal to 2. Okay, int p is equal to 2. So if we are calling this same function, this function power of n, using a single argument, it will take the second argument by default as 2. Okay, the p will be by default, it will become what? 2. And if I am calling it with both the arguments, what will happen? It will use the p will be assigned with 4. Okay, so this is how the default argument is done. Okay, this int p is equal to 2. If we are not providing, or if we are calling the function, the same function using single argument, it will produce the result like n and p is equal to 2. And if I am using both the arguments, it will produce the result n and both as p is equal to the second argument. Okay, I hope you understood this. And now we need to discuss the next topic as recursion. Okay, what is recursion? In its definition, the function definition, there is a function call to the same function. Means function calls itself. Okay, in this case, here you can see the factorial of n. Okay, here you can see the factorial of n. Okay, the factorial of int n. Okay, inside this I am calling the factorial of function using another value. Okay, so inside this function, inside the definition of this function, we are calling, this is function call. Okay, we are calling same function. This is known as what? The recursion. So this will be executed and will produce the factorial of n. You can practice at your home. Okay, normally they will ask the questions like this. Okay, program to find the Fibonacci sequence up to n number, program to simulate the Tower of Hanoi, program to add array of integers, multiply two natural numbers, factorial of a given number. All these things can be done using the recursive functions. Recursive functions are functions which calls itself. Okay, thank you.